Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you this morning returning to you this morning, I meant to say. If I sounded like I stuttered, please forgive me on that. For a album review, and this is going to be for Born of Osiris's new album, Angel or Alien, that I just got done listening to. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this Born of Osiris's new studio album, and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now, the lead singer's name's Ronnie Clarizo, I think, if I'm saying his last name right. He's actually a good singer. It's just mostly with his screams, it's very good. But there's a lot of electronic work in this whole album. For a 55-minute run, you're in for a good listen. Just the electronic work kind of bugs me from time to time because I know it's meshed in with the metalcore sound that they're going for, the progressive metalcore, and it doesn't sound so bad, but there's songs like Poster Child, which I quite enjoyed. That was a very good track, even though the electronic work was overproduced a bit. It still wasn't too bad. So I gave that a 5 out of 5. Next was White Nile, and that was a very good one. Angel or Alien, the title track, uh, was a pretty strong song, in my opinion. Uh, but the weaker songs on here would got to be Love Story, Crossface, and Lost Souls. There might be another one, but I can't think of what. Well, there's also it's the electronic work in the synths and electronic work in this whole album that kind of are going to bring the rating down to what could have been an 8. Well, I can't reveal what I'm going to rate it yet until I talk about the other songs, of course, because I almost spoiled it, so please forgive me on that. Um, yeah, Waves was a pretty awesome track. I really liked it. Oathbreaker was very good. Threat of Your Presence I enjoyed. I wasn't sure about Love Story. Love Story had good moments in the chorus where he's screaming his lungs out, but still, the electronic work and how the song starts out, it doesn't start out very well, in my opinion. But yeah, just mostly the electronic work kind of takes over quite a bit of this album. And that's why I'm gonna downgrade it to what it could have gotten. Uh, but yeah, it is what it is. Um, Crossface was, the drum work was a little cringy to listen through. It was kind of clustered and just meshed up a little too much, and it didn't sound that good, honestly. Echo Breaker, Echo Breather, I meant to say, I said Breaker. I'm thinking of Oathbreaker, but yeah, Echo Breather was a very awesome track. I really enjoyed it. Lost Souls was iffy from time to time, but still the song was not too bad for what it was going for. In for the Kill was enjoyable. You Are the Narrative. Well, yeah, it's not a bad song, just not my favorite one. So yeah, I guess I'd downgrade it to like a 4.5 out of 5. The You Are the Narrative. Truth and Denial and Shadow Mourn were very good songs, honestly. In my opinion, they were very outstanding songs. Just giving it a thumbs up, of course. So, yeah, production wise on this album, there's a few iffy points in the album that tend to make it a little less likable, but in a way, I guess Born of Osiris did a good job on their new album. I wouldn't say it's their best work, but in my honest opinion, I don't think it's their best work. But I gotta listen to their other discography because I was gonna review the Simulation when it came out in 2019, but I just never came around to it because I just wasn't sure about reviewing it at the time. I was hesitant on reviewing that album because I was like, I'm not a huge fan of this band, but hey, I gave them a chance for this album and gave it a listen just to expand with my music tastes. But yeah, with different bands I want to check out and all that, so they're not a bad band. They're very good. Just his singing voice, Ronnie's singing voice is iffy from time to time. It just depends on which song and how he's singing the song is how it's going to execute over well with me. But overall, I think Born of Osiris's Angel or Alien album was good. It was a good listen. Just, I wouldn't call it my favorite album this year, honestly. And sorry if I look really tired. And yawned a little bit ago. Ugh. I think I ran on 7 hours sleep, so I'm still a little tired. But, hey, I might get a little more sleep again eventually. But, yeah, first score, I'm going to rate Born of Osiris's Angel or Alien an 8 out of 10. This was a good listen. I don't know if it's going to be at a certain spot on my decent to good albums, but it'll make it at a good spot on the decent to good albums of 2021 list by the end of the year, which we're already starting the third quarter of 2021, and so far, this is the only release I know that's probably the best release this Friday that I know. I know At the Gates dropped an album, but I just wasn't sure if I wanted to review that. So I'm just like, I'll probably just skip that review. Because there's not a lot of interesting July 2nd reviews. And sorry if you heard that pen clicking. It's my pen that I was clicking and messing with. I tend to do that sometimes. But comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Born of Osiris album, Angel or Alien, if you've heard it. And if you like this album review that I made for you guys this morning, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will be returning to you for another review. I'm gonna try to find... Sorry for my yawning. Like I said, I'm really tired. I ran on 7 hours sleep. I'm running on 7 hours sleep, so I'm just like, ugh, should I go back to sleep or should I not? Kind of shit. But yeah, I will return to you if I can find this psychosexual album, because I haven't seen any updates on if it's coming out or not. It might get delayed, unfortunately. So if it doesn't come out today, then oh well. Because honestly, even if I listen to it, I probably wouldn't like it anyway, because they're a shitty ass band, uh, in my personal opinion. But hey, if you guys like them, that's fine, but I don't like them. That's just how I feel, when listening to Psychosexual. But yeah, I'll also return to you for the Luca movie review. I think I'm gonna do it, uh, I don't know if I'm doing it tonight or not. If I don't do it anytime soon, it's gonna be the start of next week when I review it. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this album review for Born of Osiris, Angel or Alien. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. It is a 55-minute album, so you're in for quite a long album. But it's a good listen. It's not terrible. I just personally think there's majority of the songs were good, but the other four were not so great. The ones I'm thinking of, but hey, it's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me on it. It's just how I felt when I was listening to this album. But stay safe, take care, and as always, I'll see you in my next video.